All right, what a weird day today in the market. Today I did a few trades here. Wanted to share the trades with you. So, executed here. I did a Shopify put spread February 18, 1060, 1050. Now, let's look at Shopify. It did drop a lot, as you can see, 10% today. I think my entry was around, Shopify was probably at around 1240 when my order got filled. Actually, let's see if it shows me exactly. All right, it only gives me the time placed. I don't know if I could add something that shows me exactly what time it got filled. Time placed, duration, description, execution ID, maybe execution time. Maybe execution time, yeah, execution time was 115. Let's go see what Shopify was trading at 115. So 115, Shopify was trading at 1228. Okay, ouch. All right, so basically my order got filled at almost the low of the day. The low of the day was 1211. My order got filled at 1228. So it's not a bad entry if Shopify doesn't continue to drop. Now, why did I enter this trade? Of course, I like to enter on red days. The stock has a 52-week high of, where's the 52-week high of 1762. So overall on the chart, it looks like a good entry, and I'm still much lower. I'm not at 1200. My short strike is 1060. And I looked at earnings. Shopify had earnings, estimated earnings February 16. So this is earnings. So expiration is after earnings. So this includes earnings. So it might be hard to close before earnings, especially if it continues to drop. But I felt the entry was too good. I mean, at 1060, short strike feels good to me. Plus PE ratio is not so bad. I mean, it's 51. We've seen higher PE ratios. And this is estimated. Maybe the exact date might be different, might be after the expiration. Based on the value of the options, I couldn't tell if expiration was in fact February 16. Usually you can tell from the value of the premiums when they're so much higher than the previous week. Then it's an indication of knowing that earnings is that week. I also sold an Etsy put spread, so executed here an Etsy put spread at 170, 165 for February 18. Let's see what happened to Etsy. It dropped 4%. It closed at 200, had a low of 194. 170 seems pretty good on the chart as well. I mean, in the last 3 months or 6 months, it had a low of 178 back in August. So 170 seems safe to me. 64 PE ratio. Estimated earnings is February 24th. And let's see when did this one get executed. So if I go under executions, actually, can I see it under executed here? Time placed. Can I add time executed as well here? Trigger updated time. No. Maybe updated time. Expiry, exchange ID, description. No. Let's see what updated time is. Updated time, Etsy 1057. So that could be the executed. So 1057 Shopify. No, not Shopify, but Etsy. So let's look at the actually, yeah, 115 for Shopify updated time. So this is the executed. It got filled at 1057 for Etsy. Now I just want to see what was Etsy trading at 1057. So 1057, Etsy was trading at around 196. So my order got filled almost at the low of the day. So I tend to put, like I mentioned in the previous video, I put an exaggerated order. And if it fills, that means the stock did actually drop a little bit more. Yeah, so I've got my Etsy over here, 170, 165 for $1. I've got Shopify that I opened today. This was, the strikes available were only 10-point wide, so I had to do $2. So I went for $2 on a 10-point wide spread instead of $1 on a 5-point wide spread. And the next one here was Adobe 505 500 for February 18. Now I'm pretty sure it just had earnings recently, so I know earnings is not in February, is not before February 18 expiry. It's probably in March. Let's go to orders executed here. So Adobe $1, 505 500 vertical put spread for February 18. It filled at 1117. So let's look at Adobe here. Adobe on the chart. So you see earnings here estimated is March 22nd. PE ratio is 56. If we look at a 1-year chart, the low of 52-week low is 420. That's not too comforting. 52-week high is almost 700. I've got a 505 short strike in the last 6 months. I mean, the last 6 months it was trading at 550, and yeah. So this is actually the low. This is the lowest it's been in 6 months. And in 1 year, the last time it was below 500 was back in May 2021. I don't think it's gonna drop all the way to that, but yeah, we'll see. Who knows? Anything can happen. But oh yeah, I wanted to see what time it got filled. I forgot. Executed. So Adobe filled at 11:17. So on the chart here for 11:17, what was the price trading at? It was trading at 545. And the low of the day was 541. So I'm pretty much I caught it at the lowest point. Not bad. Hopefully today is the lowest point and it doesn't continue to drop tomorrow. That's for February 18, $1 with a short strike of 505. I like my trades today, my 3 trades today. What I don't like is I did not roll Dash, Fiverr, and Square when I made that video with the Tasty Trade mechanics. I should have rolled. Now I feel bad. I know according to Tasty Trade, because IV rank was below 30, then I should just hold to expiration and see what happens. But now that I'm completely breached, look, I have a 150 strike on Dash for January 21st. Dash is trading at 135. So I'm 15 points in the money. I've got Fiverr here at 115 short strike, and Fiverr is probably trading at 100. So yeah, also 15 points in the money. And then I've got Square here. I've got a 160 put on Square, or a 160, 155 put spread, and Square is trading at 155. So about 10 points in the money. So what am I gonna do now? I could sell a call spread to mitigate max loss, but I don't feel good selling a call spread on a red day, because that means if tomorrow is a slight green day, that call spread is already showing a loss. And now that means that the stock cannot recover past my call spread by expiry. And I think it has 17 days to go. So I don't like selling that call spread to mitigate. It's too late to roll now. If I try to roll with the same strikes without adding a contract, it's going to be for a debit. So I think I'm just going to hold on to it and see what happens. At expiry, if it's worth max loss, for the example of Dash, here's what I would do. I would either turn it into a naked put, which I'd rather not, but I would either do that, or so let's see what else I can do. Let's say I were to close it now. I could try to, let's say that I want to go to January 2024, just send it away, send it far away and forget about it, and pick a lower strike, of course, 130, 135, 130. And it won't be for a credit, of course. So as you can see, it's going to be for a small debit, but I can add a contract. This way it'll be for a credit of about $2. But then all that I need is for DoorDash to stay above 135 by January 2024. And if it's not, then my max loss will be about $7. And I could sell call spreads to mitigate, but that's if Dash doesn't recover by then. So in the long term, obviously I don't know where DoorDash is going. It's still not a profitable company. I mean, it's still losing money. But if the idea is good, if the concept is good, I think over time it should eventually come back. It's got 2 years to come back, but that could be a possibility if I don't want to turn it into a naked put. And I'll probably do the same with Fiverr and Square. Instead of turning it into a naked put, I'll just sell a put spread with a higher amount of contract, send it super far. And I'm not disappointed of the extra capital that it's taking. It'll be taking an extra $400 of capital out of me, but it's not like I'm using all my capital anyways in my trades. But it's instead of confirming a $400 loss, I guess I'm freezing $400 of capital just to avoid confirming a loss. I'm not sure if it's smart. Probably not a good idea, but that's the only thing I can think of if I want to avoid the loss. Because what's the other choice. Either I freeze $400 or I lose $400. So I'd rather freeze it and then wait until it comes back to me. Because I'm not going to use it anyways. Like I'm never going to use all my buying power. Right now I'm at 39. I was above 40 this morning, start of the day. I was at 42 start of the day, and now I'm at 39. So most likely because of everything dropping, Roku must have taken extra buying power out of me for sure. And I added 3 put spreads, one of them being using about $800 of capital. So yeah, that explains it. But it's most likely Roku here. Dash dropping 7%. See, I could have sold a new put spread on Dash because it dropped 7%. Could have sold a new put spread on Dash here. 135. I'll have to go to February 18. It's got estimated earnings at February 24th. 135 gives me 20 points. So that means my put spread would be at around 115. 115 plus 20 at 135. So I would have a put spread at 115, 110. It puts right at 115, 110. That doesn't even pay me $1. Yeah. I also did 2 covered calls in my TFSA. I did a covered call on Lightspeed here at an in the money covered call at a 30 strike for 28.5, I believe. Orders executed 28.5. So it's like selling a 30 put for $1.50, but I did it in my TFSA as a cover in the money covered call, which is the same thing. It'll be the same PNL. If Lightspeed is above 30 by February 18, I'll close the trade for 30. I pay $28.50 for the trade, so I made my $1.50. Same thing as a naked put at a 30 strike for $1.50. I also did a covered call on Open, 14 covered call for $12.70. February 18, so as long as Open stays above 14, I make a profit of $1.30. So yeah, I don't know, it doesn't look too good. Tomorrow is Wednesday. There's an expiry on the triple Qs. I'm thinking of selling a 0 DTE. I'm doing a 0 DTE trade on the triple Qs. You can see the 393 is worth 54 cents. Tomorrow is going to be in the morning. It might be worth a little bit less. But it might also be worth the same at the open. The Qs might drop as well in the morning. So maybe I'm thinking of selling a 0 DTE trade. So the one with the bracket order. So I'm thinking of doing something like this. A bracket order where I sell the 393 put expiring the same day for 50 cents, but obviously more than one contract, like maybe 5 to 10 contracts. It won't be in this account though. And then with a limit order to close, if it's profitable, close for 10 cents. And if it's not profitable, if it becomes if it trades at $1.50, then close the trade, take the loss. This is something I'm considering tomorrow. We'll see. All right, just wanted to share with you my trades for today. If you have any questions, leave in the comment section below. Like always, if you can open an account with Questrade to trade on the stock market, use my referral link below to get $50 in free commissions. Thanks for watching.